Well, before I came to Kanthari, I didn't know much about alternative education. But interesting enough, I've been hearing a lot about alternative education.
I'm Febna.
My name is Odayali.
My name is Thomas.
Mine is Selassie.
It's not just one particular kind of learning. It allows people to choose the kind of learning method that suits a particular learner.
About an alternative curriculum. It could be about alternative pedagogies, how lessons are transacted within the classroom or the learning spaces.
The children co-create with the teachers as to what their learning would look like.
From my experience, alternative education is sold as a way out for somebody with some learning difficulties.
That in Africa it is something that's not really normally looked at. We look at it as something for children with learning disabilities.
Alternative schools are not for children with learning disabilities. Alternative schools just mean that what they say is that every child is born with their own curriculum. There's a common saying in Nigeria that la cram, la pour, la delete. Means cram it, pour it down and delete it. That's how our education system is.
Okay, from what you said, I think alternative learning also touches on, it's not just about education, but it also tries to dig deeper into the emotions of the child, into the psychological side of the child. And hence, from my understanding of it, even some kids that are abused, you can be able to notice that they've been abused through the way they learn and play.
And these people do not have learning disabilities. They don't have... They don't have...
going to jump on your question because they don't have... said it's alternative education is not for
they don't have
learning disabilities.
Yeah, because you see, unfortunately, that's how it's been branded.
But it is wrong, and you should take it from it now.
Yeah.
Alternative education need not be expensive, but I would even say, even if it turns out to be, education itself turns out to be expensive, it's worth every penny and every rupee that we spend on it.
So I would say that many of the successful individuals that whether it's in the government, politics, civil society, business, so they were successful not because of the education system, but in spite of that system.
And besides, I'm quite impressed by what you say because it just brought me to think of Sabria. As she always says, she's a university dropout.
She won't even say dropout, she's a jump out. Dropout means you're pushed out. So she jumped out. So it was a voluntary decision not to be there.
I think, yes, we can push this idea, but also let's look at the branding and communications around it. Yeah.
So you made quite a lot of interesting points there, especially on how we need to brand it to the government. And I'm so happy that at least we have Bramble leading the way, especially in West Africa. And I'm sure this is going to be a concept that most of us are also going to replicate in our own countries. Anyway, that was really a fiery conversation we just had. Very interesting, sparkling, full of fireworks and very colorful.